It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get to see the Eagles' creative quarterback, your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes now on first down. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by London. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ben Mason, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on first or second seed come playoff time.
Bernard, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Bernard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Dances by him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Option play on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes now to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Holding. Repeating.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes.
He gets this one to Mechie.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run on first down. Bernard always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down now, Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
177 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Butker on for the PAT. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to excel. Decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
38. McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 23-yard run.
And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the films.
And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... I mean, yeah, That's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on his.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the